Welcome back to Bike Extraction. Today, we're stepping into motorcycle history with a machine that didn't just make waves, it created a new category, the Yamaha XT500. When it first appeared in the mid-70s, it looked simple, almost too simple, but that was the point. Yamaha built a rugged single-cylinder motorcycle that could survive just about anything. It wasn't flashy, but it was tough, and in the world of off-road and adventure riding, toughness beats everything else. And here's the hook, this very motorcycle went on to dominate the first Paris-Dakar rallies, proving it wasn't just another trail bike. It was the foundation of the modern adventure motorcycle. The Yamaha XT500 was introduced in 1976, at a time when Japanese manufacturers were experimenting with bigger four-stroke singles. Yamaha's idea was clear: build a dual-purpose bike that could handle city streets during the week and dirt trails on the weekend. Unlike heavy multi-cylinder bikes of its era, the XT was lean and simple, built around a 499 cubic centimeters four-stroke single engine. It was practical, reliable, and easy to maintain, which instantly appealed to riders looking for adventure beyond the pavement. At its heart was that 499 cubic centimeters SOHC single-cylinder engine, producing about 27 horsepower. By today's standards that doesn't sound like much, but in the late 70s, it was plenty for both trail riding and daily use. With a 5-speed gearbox and a top speed of around 82 miles per hour, the XT500 balanced usable road performance with strong low-end torque for off-road climbs. Riders loved its thumping character, raw, mechanical, and unfiltered, the kind of engine that felt alive under you. The XT500 wasn't about luxury or advanced tech. It had a steel cradle frame, drum brakes front and rear, and basic suspension. Yet, that simplicity was its strength. No complicated electronics, no unnecessary weight, just the essentials. The kickstart-only setup became legendary, frustrating for some, but once mastered, it added to the bike's rugged charm. The XT's looks were equally timeless: slim fuel tank, flat seat, and high front fender, a design that screamed function over form. What truly elevated the XT500's reputation was its racing success. In 1979 and 1980, the XT took back-to-back wins in the grueling Paris-Dakar Rally. This was no small achievement, thousands of miles across unforgiving desert terrain, and the Yamaha thumper proved unstoppable. These victories didn't just showcase the XT's durability, they also gave birth to the adventure bike segment. Riders suddenly saw motorcycles not just as transport or weekend fun, but as machines capable of conquering continents. Away from the desert, the XT500 was equally impressive. It was light enough to handle city streets, yet rugged enough for fire roads and trails. Its simplicity made it perfect for remote travel. If something broke, it could usually be fixed with basic tools. Fuel economy was another plus, with its small 8.8-liter tank delivering surprising range. For many riders, it was the ultimate do-it-all motorcycle long before dual sport became a common term. Over the years, the XT500 gained a devoted following. Enthusiasts appreciated its raw mechanical feel, its honesty as a motorcycle. Unlike modern bikes packed with electronics, the XT was straightforward: kick, ride, repeat. Owners formed clubs, and restoration culture around the XT grew strong. Today, it's considered a classic, with clean examples commanding anywhere from $4,500 to $8,000 depending on condition. That's impressive for a machine that was originally sold as a budget-friendly workhorse. The XT500's DNA didn't fade when production ended in 1989. Instead, it shaped Yamaha's future adventure lineup. The XT550, XT600, and eventually the XT660Z Ténéré all carried forward its spirit of rugged durability and global exploration. Even modern machines like the Ténéré 700 owe their existence to the XT500's Dakar legacy. It wasn't just a motorcycle. It was the foundation of Yamaha's adventure philosophy. Nearly 50 years later, the Yamaha XT500 is more than just a vintage motorcycle. It's a symbol of simplicity, durability, and adventure. In a world where bikes are increasingly complex, the The XT reminds us that you don't need much to experience freedom, just one cylinder, a steel frame, and the will to ride anywhere. That's why collectors, adventurers, and nostalgic riders still chase after the XT500 today. It's not just history, it's still relevant.